let's go for the last video of 2020. In this video I'm gonna show you the snakes that I have in my care. I have 28 snakes, a couple of them are not ball pythons and 3 of them are not mine. Let's check them out. Okay, let's start with the odd one here. This is a corn snake, it belongs to Kate, and lately she has been hiding on the top of the terrarium. I have also this albino milk snake, Nelson milk snake, and I bought her like last year at the Reptilium at St. Petersburg, and she's growing nice and she will be soon upgraded to the wood terrarium. This one here is the NYE fire male. He's been eating very well, he's getting chubby. It's not breeding season now, so I'm happy with his performance. He has fathered a clutch from the cinnamon female this last year. On the next tab we have the cohabitation pair of females, the GHI pastel and the red stripe. She's digesting a meal, so she's on the hot spot. Yes, I have back heat. Next on the list is the cinnamon pastel. I mean, just cinnamon. She is very pregnant and she will lay in a couple of months from the albino male. This one here is the Spider Mojave. She laid a clutch last year and did maternal incubation. She recovered well from it. She's gaining some weight now and I'm very happy with her performance as well. She's still not very tamed, she's around 5 years old, but I think we will be good friends in the future. The last one to have laid a clutch this year was the Super Pastel. She's also recovering well. She was the first snake I bought and now she wants to sleep. I will leave her be. On the next tab we have the Pastel Leopard Het Clown female. She laid the clutch that didn't prove Het Clown. I missed the odds maybe. She has the markers and well, she's getting nice and chubby for the next breeding season, so I'm happy with her performance, although her behavior is still not. I bought her 1 year old, that's what I mean, and she's not the most sociable snake, but she tolerates me. Good mama. On the bottom tab here, it's the Hidden Ginwoma Granite Fire female. She's gaining some sickness in her body. She's starting to develop follicles. I got a lock from the lesser spot-nose Het Clown male just a couple of days ago. So the objective is not to make Het Clowns, it's just to get pretty snakes. I wanted the Orange Dream male to lock. He's 800 grams, he's still young, and he doesn't know what to do around a big female. I wanted to brighten up this combo with Orange Dream and maybe Yellow Belly, see the different variants that we can get, but well, if the lesser spot nose did the job, I'll be happy with that as well. So she will be the second one to lay on the next year after the cinnamon. Oh, this is a new one. This is at the back of the tub. This one here, she's usually more in the middle of the tub at 27 degrees Celsius, so she wants the warm. And this is my secret project. This is a desert female, so I will probably either cry in the future or make history in the reptile community. As if. She's an adorable one. She's very nice. She's losing a bit of her oranges as she grows old, but I'm happy with her. She's a nice pet snake in any case. In this tub I am housing the lesser male from Kate. He's on doing an internship here, like a good wine needs to do internship to acquire quality. I am taking care of Kate's snakes again this Christmas, and he's happy. He's been eating and I'm happy with his behavior. He's a nice boy, always eats. Hello, are you hungry again? You might recognize this bad boy here from his head stamp, the genitalia head stamp. He's my Orange Dream Yellow Belly. Let's see the rest of his body. Come on, So he is now 800 grams. I've paired him with the Hidden Gene Wolma female, but he did not lock. I did not observe any lock. He did not know what to do. Still, he's a nice male to have on my collection. Orange Dream and Yellow Belly, you can see the flame and the checkered on the belly, so he will be a good breeder next season. Next victim is my female Enchi Firemon. She's an ALS, Enchi and Cinnamon. So she's from the first clutch. She looks like an ugly bright normal, but that's due to the combination of Enchi Fire and Cinnamon. She is very ugly, but she is very powerful genetically, because if it is true, I'll prove it out in next year, in a couple of years when she's ready, and the next breeding seasons. If she's ALS, I will not have normals from this female. So Enchi brightens, Fire lightens. When she was a baby, she was purplish here. Her colors were stunning. So she's been dulling out, being a bit more bronzy. I've been observing the color change, but I'm happy with her. She's one of my coolest snakes. After her mother, she's my second favorite in terms of behavior. She wants to come out. I like to play with her. She's very confident. She doesn't go and hide under a furniture or below the bed. Nothing. She's very confident. She just stays with me for long periods of time, like half an hour. Really cool snake. I like her a lot, although she is fairly ugly. Alright, next up. Here we have another pair of cohabitation. I have two females. I have the pastel spot nose, 66% head clown. You can see from her head stamp, this is the spot nose. And the one next to her is the pastel lesser leopard, 66% head clown. The spot nose is up for grabs. No one showed interest yet. She's a bit expensive, around 300 bucks. This is European prices. But people here in Russia, they want snakes for 100 bucks. The lesser leopard, she is not for sale. She's been eating well and she's very pretty. Look at this stripe. From the tail, then it breaks up a little bit, and then the stripe goes again on the neck. Okay, she's shy. I don't mind keeping both of them. They are pretty, and one thing that I've been noticing with the other pair, the GHI pastel and the red stripe, there is one that eats less, tends to eat less when we are doing cohabitation. So the lesser pastel lesser leopard has been eating well. She is eating mice of 20-25 grams, and although the pastel spot nose is still eating little mice of 10 grams. She eats like 2 or 3 at a time, twice a week. But you can see the difference in size. She went through, the spot nose went through a couple weeks of hunger strike, so she's a bit smaller. I wish to, when I get more space in my racks, or I get a new rack, I wish to separate the snakes that I have on cohabitation to see if the one that is eating less will resume the feeding schedule and eat as regular as the other one. And again, we have another pairing of cohabitation. Let me see if I don't mix the names. So this one here, whose head is this one. This one here is the lesser spot nose leopard, 66% head clown. And this bad boy here, whose head is going backwards, he is the same combo with pastel. So that makes him a pastel lesser spot nose leopard. These two have been eating fairly well, always on the same day. As you can see, in terms of body, the girth, or they are the same size. They weigh pretty much the same. So although they are doing cohabitation, this one is a female, the one with pastel is a male. They are doing fine. They are still young, so this is another experiment that I'm doing, cohabitating a male with a female. Their price is a bit higher. They are about 500-600 grams. 500-600 euros, so that's like 50,000 and 60,000 rubles. Alright, they are up for grabs if anybody wants. I should be doing twice the price as the Russian market commands. But alright, next victim on the list. It's my Spinner Blast. So she is a spider, pinstripe and pastel. I decided to keep her because I think she is pretty. Although this is a classic combo done 15 years ago or something. I really like the pinstripe pattern on her and the spider, how do you call blushing, these whitish on the sides, and then the pastel brings up the yellows, makes the spinner much prettier. She is a cool snake to play with when I'm doing enrichment. She is fairly nice, she's used to being handled, and she's been doing okay feeding. I'm happy with her behavior and her performance. So on the top next to the Spinner Blast we have the male Spinner Blast Avi, so that means he is spider, pinstripe, Mojave and pastel. I've been measuring the temperature, let's see, 31 degrees maximum, 27 and a half here, that's the temperature that he wants, around 28-29 degrees. So I did a little experiment a couple weeks ago. I increased the temperature on the thermostat by 1 degree, and I observed that for the next 2 weeks he did not want to eat. He went on a hunger strike. Then I noticed that he was at the front of the tub, always roaming around at the front of the tub, and I thought, oh, maybe he wants to come out and play. No, the temperature was too hot. When I opened the tub, he came out with the neck all corkscrewing. Really, he has he has spider web on him, so it is prone for the head wobble. I didn't like the behavior of the corkscrewing. Why could it be? Why was he displaying that behavior only now? So last week I dropped the temperature to the previous set point, and now I observe that he is again at the back of the tub on the warm. Before he had moved the hide from the back to the middle of the tub, and he was displaying the corkscrew effect out of when I opened the tub. Now he's doing well. I was handling him yesterday, fairly good behavior, no head wobble, no corkscrewing. It's a shame he has spider on him, and if the temperature is too high he can display corkscrewing or head wobble effect. He's still one of my powerhouse males, although he does not have any recessive morph on him. He's just a combination of 4 incomplete dominant morphs, but it's good for future projects to work him as maybe as a backup male in the beginning, and then in the future as a prime breeder male. Hello Leo, this is Leo. This albino male belongs to Kate. He's very well behaved, he's very pretty. He is a stallion. He's been breeding to my cinnamon female. I want to make cinnamon het albinos, and in the future, maybe in half a dozen years, I'll be able to make my own cinnamon albino snakes, just for historic reasons. As I heard on the Sean Bradley podcast, he and Graziani were talking. I hatched the first cinnamon albino. Now it was you, Greg. No, it was me 2 weeks before. And then a customer came and asked, are those the cinnamon albinos? Yeah. Oh, they're very pretty as they are adults. Mark Bell has one in his stable right there. Pow! So Sean and Greg thought they had the first cinnamon albinos. Little did they know, Mark Bell had already hatched one a couple of years before they did. So this one is on a internship here, or on a loan. He is doing the stage, the internship, like a good wine here at my house. He eats well, he breeds well, so I'm happy with his behavior and performance. Last but not least, I have here my lesser spot nose head clown male. He's not so much pretty lesser, but the colors have been evolving from a silvery more to a brownish snake. Alright, he's a good male to breed. He has fathered one clutch, the head clown clutch that I showed you a minute ago. I was trying to make Batman's. You can see the spot nose head stamp influence here. But what I am happy about this snake after 1 year of breeding with the pastel leopard head clown female. He has been pounding food now. Every 2 weeks my males have been eating medium frozen thawed rat, so that's around 100 grams. He bred a couple of days to the hidden gene Woma granite fire. I observed the lock. If that was a dry lock or an actual lock, we will see when she gets pregnant and lays the clutch and I see the babies. It's gonna be probably a who's your daddy clutch, but I'm happy with him, and this is the last snake I have to show you. I almost forgot, this is the last but not least. It's the babies that hatched. So we got 5 little babies. This is the super pastel and they are all up for grabs. She's very pretty. She is upset that I disturbed her. If I put my hand in here, she will strike out of fear. But alright, super pastel, very pretty. Let's see the next one. Second of the babies is a lemon blast, and he is also very pretty. These ones are not for sale yet because they are still not eating regular frozen sod. So I still didn't have the half a dozen frozen sod meals. He ate a live mouse a couple days ago, yesterday actually. So they still on, how do you say, on the internship here until they get a good feeding regimen. The third one is the top model Pastel Jungle, straight pastel. I've had a couple of inquiries about her, 3 since I posted the ad yesterday, so good chances that she will be the first one to go. She's eating frozen thawed. She had 5 meals already, so until the time I sell her, maybe next week or in a couple of weeks, let's see, she will have another couple of meals, so I'm happy with her. She's still not very fatty, so I need to start increasing the frequency of the feeding on this one, but she is ready to go. Second lemon blast here. These ones are on paper. I was trying to reset them into eating frozen thawed. Doesn't seem to work, so he ate a live little mouse yesterday, around 10 grams. So I will wait a few more weeks or a couple of months until I can switch them from live to frozen. I'm not in a rush. Still, he's a pretty lemon blast, prettier than the dad. So that means that the pastel copy that we got from the mother is better than the pastel that it is on the father. Finally, the crown jewel, the killer blast. As you can see, very orangey on the sides, very yellowish on the spine. She has the pinstripe pattern totally, very bright yellow, amazing head stamp. She is also up for grabs. I have no interest in keeping a killer blast one. She's a nice snake. She's a super pastel pinstripe, so this is pretty. I will try to sell her if anybody is interested. If not, I will keep her and try to give her a good life. So pretty cool. Final one, 28 snakes in my little room here in Moscow. That is all for today. This was a video just to keep a record of my collection, like an update on my collection and the last day of 2020. I will be posting more videos next week. See ya!